Hi, I'm Melissa Cole.
And I'm Lane Alves.
2009 is almost over, and it went by really fast, but that doesn't mean that life at Capitol was uneventful.
In fact, it was one of our most eventful years yet. From our new small groups and outreaches like the I Never Trip and the Run for a Reason cause,
to major musical events and inspirational teachings from our very own Pastor Rick Cole.
We were challenged from the beginning.
So let's take a look at the 2009 year in review. Watch this.
In 2008, Pastor had read a book titled The Shack and was touched by what it had to offer. It prompted him to invite the New York Times best-selling author William Paul Young to share his inspiration with us in January. Many were touched by his authentic relationship with God, and as a result, lives were changed.
In January, we held our annual Martin Luther King Jr. celebration. In February, we hosted special guest Dave Reaver, and in March, we hosted a comedy night with Michael Jr.
In the spring, we focused on the 40 Days of Love small group teaching, learning how we were made for relationships.
In fact, God tells us that love is to be our dominant life value. We also inspired coaches and players of Sacramento to love at our annual Character Combine, emphasizing that winning goes beyond the scoreboard.
In June, we switched our focus to the Summer of Wisdom series, going through particular verses and themes in Proverbs. From finding favor to being teachable, honoring God and helping the poor, to learning about gossip and how to make vision rule your life, we left the summer a little wiser.
There were also multiple opportunities to continue our spiritual growth here at Capitol. Between Women of the Word to the Well on Wednesday nights,
and Epic Life, Oxygen, and 678 in Kidsville,
there was an opportunity for everybody to grow.
And then as the fall came, we continued to focus on helping others not only in our city, but around the world. First, with Faith Promise, its goal to financially support and educate ministers as they go out into the world to reach people for Christ.
Then we reached out to our immediate community with the Family Fun Fair and provided a place for families and children to have a great time and a healthy environment.
With the heart for reaching people for Christ, we focused our attention on being uncommon in everything we do.
We have an uncommon God which leads us to live an uncommon life of love, gratitude, courage, and faith.
We also focused our attention on bringing friends to church with an emphasis on Jason Harper's Jesus Loves You book.
Wounds were healed as we sought forgiveness of those who had been hurt by the church.
Once again, with the help from Ted and Deeperdine, the people of Capitol served at the Christmas to the Streets event and the VIP night. We provided smiles by serving food and meeting basic physical and spiritual needs of others.
And of course, how do you forget about the Singing Christmas Tree, led by Pastor Rob Sapp? Thousands of people were touched by the production this year. It was a show of amazing scale that could only be completed with God's blessing of energy and resource, and wouldn't have been possible without the tireless hours of staff and volunteers.
Well, did we get it all? Of course not. There were countless of other events.
From classes to retreats, to baby dedications to concerts.
Our uprising small groups, you name it, we had it here at Capitol.
Well, I think that wraps it up for 2009's Year in Review.
And we want to thank you all for your support in our ministries this year.
Because we couldn't have done it without you. We'll see you next year.